Hello, my Virgos. How are you guys doing? Welcome in. All right, this is your weekly reading for the week of the 19th to the 25th. I have moved. We are now in my boyfriend's parents' place, so I'm still going to be figuring out where we want to go, where I want to record, but for now, I quite like the natural lighting here, so this is where I'm going to be until I figure it out for you guys. But anyway, let's dive into your reading. Let's see what's going on for you guys. My lovely Virgos, you have to the sea. All right, let's get one more. All right, whenever the to the sea card comes in, it does feel like you guys are going on some sort of adventure. All right, whether that's just like a spiritual experience. Okay, now they're showing me like the Six of Swords. You're moving away from conflict, competition, and arguments maybe, and you're moving into calmer waters. If things have been a little bit emotional for you lately, or if things have been a bit chaotic for you, things are going to be calming down. This also is a card that comes up when you feel a bit lost. It feels like you feel a little bit like unstable in your life lately. But I feel like, and maybe you feel a little bit like you're not really connected to spirit much this week because you're feeling a little bit left out in the cold here. From spirit, most likely, it feels like you're feeling a bit alone. You're not sure where to go, but spirit is guiding you. All right, that's one thing I want to say is that you may feel lost now, but you're exactly where you need to be. You're being guided somewhere. All right. And then you've come to the edge. To the sea and come to the edge. This is a really important week for you in order to take a leap of faith. Let's see how this shows up for you. But you're being called to take a leap of faith. Come to the edge. Flirt with life a little bit. Be playful. Incorporate playful things into your world here. And don't be afraid of doing something that's risky. Of course, be aware of that. I'm speaking to a lot of people at the moment. So that's up to you. But I mean it in a sense that you may, be letting fear keep you stuck in the same place. And you're afraid of, if I take a leap of faith, then, what if it doesn't work out? It's kind of like the Fool card a bit. That's what I'm sensing. And I feel like spirit's like, don't be afraid to take that risk, especially if you're feeling guided towards doing it. Let's see how that comes up for you, Virgos. Man holding a coin. So of course this can either be you. So you could be really focusing on your stability and your abundance right now, your finances, your career life, your stability in general, your investments, whatever it is. But a man holding a coin could be somebody outside of yourself, whether you're meeting a wealthy person or whether you're meeting somebody who's giving you an opportunity this week, who is either helping you financially or giving you a stream of income or giving you a job. It's a really good card, nevertheless, of how it resonates with you guys. Let's get you another one. Third chakra, you have strategy that's lingering here. So you guys are being called to, you're being called to create a strategy. And then they wanted me to stop, but you're being called to create. If you're feeling in a creative mood, I think it's important for you. Like, I don't know why I'm seeing, like, if you're feeling emotional, it's a really good time to, like, get creative with, like, writing a book or writing a song. I don't know. It's like, you may feel sad about being emotional this week or feeling unstable, but I'm almost feeling like that's important. And I have just have this gut feeling about it, and that's why they're leading me, but I don't know why just yet. So let's see. Interesting, right? You're the third chakra. This is your solar plexus. All right, the solar plexus kind of rules the I can, your belief in your ability to create something or to be able to do something, to achieve something. Is your willpower. Okay, kind of also like where your confidence is within yourself. So that's something that they're wanting you to work on here. You could be feeling a bit down on yourself, like, oh, I can't do that. Maybe an opportunity comes in and you're like, maybe this is the risk actually. Interesting. And you're feeling like, oh, I can't do that though. I'm not ready for it. Or maybe it's out of my league a little bit here. But I feel like that's why come to the edges here is actually that, like, take a chance, take a little risk, be playful with it. Interesting. Let's see the rest of the cards. Let's see for you guys. For Virgos this week, what are the messages that they need to hear the most right now? Joy. I really love the color yellow all of a sudden, like in your reading, like it's showing up to me and it feels good. That is also to do with the chakra here. So you have joy coming in, which is nice. It looks like there are sunflowers here, which is great. It's about facing positivity. And I swear everyone's been having this weird it's not the first time you've had this trickery. Literally last reading you had did the C card, I believe. But you have growth and you have trickery. You have joy, growth, trickery. Just pay attention to this energy, of course. Make sure that what you're being offered is not a trick. It's not, trying to give. For example, you may have something that somebody else wants, and then they're like, hey, let's work together, and I have all this stuff to give for you, but they actually don't give much back. Like, it's almost like a trick with the exchange. You probably have more to give and than they do. So some of you might need to stand some ground here, place some boundaries, and say no. And to not allow yourself to be convinced, okay? Like, I will see what that is a little bit later on, but I mean, this could be past energy. Somebody could be coming through here. But anyway, I don't want to focus on that. I love the fact that you have joy and growth, which is amazing. We have all this like flower and plant imagery coming through for you guys, which is lovely as well. Like, you're facing the sun, feeling more vibrant. You're focusing on growth this week as well, which is lovely. And I think that's why they're bringing up that chakra here for you guys, because they're saying, I think in order to unlock a little bit more success here, focusing on your belief system about what you're able to achieve and what you feel like you're capable of doing might need a little bit of adjusting, because you might have a limitation or a block in that chakra. So any meditation that focuses on it, any affirmation that focuses on it could be helpful for you. But I like this. I'm seeing like this lady dancing and listening to music, so that could bring you some joy. Right, let's carry on. All right, for Virgo, this week a keyword. You have guilt. That's so interesting. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And that is literally what I said about the third chakra here, about releasing certain beliefs and limitations. Guilt could be a limitation right now. Maybe you feel guilty if you do something, or if you're happy, whatever. I wonder what that's about. You have two animal spirits. The first one is pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. When this card comes up, it's got wings, right? And I don't know if any of you have heard the phrase like, oh, when pigs fly. It basically means, when, kind of, sorry, I'm just trying to find other ways to explain it instead of being direct about it. I have this thing where I just explain in metaphors, like, or phrases. It's kind of like, oh yeah, like, that's impossible. It's never going to happen. That's basically what it means. When people say, oh yeah, I'll do that, when pigs fly, it's like impossible. Like, it's never going to happen. But the pig spirit here is saying, use your mind wisely. If you believe something cannot happen, or that you cannot do something, then of course you're never going to take action towards it. You're going to completely limit yourself when it comes down to certain opportunities or ways of being. All right, this is a really good time to focus on affirmations or meditations. It's to do with your mind, the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you think. And again, the things that you think you're capable of doing needs to change, and they want it to expand. They want you to have growth in this area, because it's not impossible. It's not that it will never happen. It absolutely is capable of happening for you. All right, so doing the impossible this week seems to be a theme for you here. Right, you also have brown bear spirit, which says take time out, okay? The pour is actually on its heart, so for some of you, you might need a little bit of healing here. Might need to take a little bit of time out. It is feeling like your emotions, that feeling of being lost a little bit here, or tricked. We'll see how that shows up for you. Let's dive into your tarot. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles, High Priestess here. One more. And the King of Cups. So this is you working out what you want to do moving forward. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady movement, planting seeds, analyzing what you need to do in order to nourish this thing. This is a really good time to dive into research into how to grow your finances, or how to grow in your industry. If it's work, it can also be personal development. I always see this as like, I want this thing, what's the best way of planting the seed? That's the only metaphor I have for it, because not all seeds are the same. Not all opportunities are the same. So it feels like you're learning what is important to this particular thing that you're wanting to bring to life, and you're slowly and steadily moving forward and taking action on it. You have the High Priestess here as well. So this could be, again, about your subconscious beliefs. This could be something that you're changing, analyzing, reflecting on. The High Priestess is also about like secrets or divine knowledge. So it's also about your intuition. So you could definitely be very intuitive at this time, in which case you will be able to see this trickster energy before it happens, which is great. And you also have the King of Cups, which is nice. I feel like this is actually moving you towards more emotional like stability, which is nice, and maturity, which is awesome, because it's almost like maybe in the past you've allowed feelings, or maybe because of certain things that have happened to you, your feelings have kind of been a bit chaotic or getting the best of you, which is cool. Take time out is important, because it might help you to be able to rest, relax, and actually reflect on your feelings from a much more stable position. The King of Cups is very aware of the ocean around him, the feelings around him, but he doesn't allow them to overwhelm him to the like a wave of emotion. He understands and he accepts, and he does not restrict feelings, but he also doesn't allow them to rule his life and his decision making. So that is something that maybe a lot of you are working on doing in your life. Maybe not allowing your feelings to get in the way of your work or your stability, for example. Right, let's see what else. For Virgos this week, 8 of Cups here. So there is a walking away energy coming through here as well, leaving things behind that just don't serve you emotionally. Knight of Swords coming through in the middle of your reading. Let's see what that's about. Okay, then you have that Page of Swords in the... This is actually a really good combination. Page of Swords and the Two of Wands. There's a few ways of describing this, and I'll tell you. The first one is lovely, because this is really about you diving deep into some research in what you really want for your future. Two of Wands is about growth and expansion, which is what we've been seeing here, focusing on where you want to go next, which I love. And the Page of Swords is about diving into research and diving into the layers of what that entails. All right, it's like a very curious card. On the other hand, I mean, you do have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords here together, and the Eight of Cups. So for some of you, there could be a little bit of abrupt communication or jealousy going on around you, or just people kind of being triggered or maybe lashing out at you a little bit here, like people snapping at you. Thanks, Spirit. So I feel like they're saying, okay, just walk away. Especially if it's starting to get to you emotionally. I kind of like, so I'm sensing here, you've really done a lot of work on your feelings and emotions. A trigger might come up for you guys this week, quite abruptly. And they're kind of saying like, walk away from that. You've worked really hard on securing your feelings and emotions. Don't come off of that throne here for others who are trying to trigger you or trying to lash out or coming in hot and heavy without all the facts. You know, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone, Virgo, and you also don't have to always correct people either. That's something I've been learning too. Sometimes you feel like, okay, but they're wrong, and I have to tell them that they're wrong, but actually you don't. People will always have their opinion. When people come in rushing with assumptions like this, they don't really care about all the facts. They just care about that one piece of information that they want to come in at and accuse you of, or whatever it is. I will clarify what this Knight of Swords is. So sometimes silence is the best choice. Keeping your energy to yourself. As you can see here, this is kind of coming at you. Information. Like, you're allowing yourself to process things before you jump to conclusions too, or you react. You know, you're not reacting based on other people's reactions. All right, let's get 3 more, and then we'll probably go in and clarify some for Virgo, please. 5 of Cups. Oh, King of Pentacles came up reversed here. And a Death card. God, okay, we need to go through this. 5 of Cups represents feeling disappointed in some sort of endeavor in your life, whether things have just not gone right lately, or things have not worked out your way. Maybe there has just been some disappointment here. This is a reminder that there is a silver lining in a situation, and there are still things that you do have that you can use to grow. There's a bridge in the background, because it's saying instead of wallowing here and reflecting on what's already happened, it's a good time to go back to that castle here and connect with others, and go back or move away from the, move away from the scene that's bringing negativity to you. So pay attention to what you're paying attention on. If you're focusing only on negative, that's all you're going to see. If you're focusing on what's happened in the past, all you're going to see. They're wanting you to focus on growth. And how do you do that? You find a silver lining in difficult situations and you use that to empower you. King of Pentacles here, it feels like, and it's interesting because you do have this man holding a coin here. I feel like, just be aware of any offers that come your way. Like I was a bit excited about that for you. Maybe you're going to have multiple offers. Just pay attention to what somebody might be offering you, because the King of Pentacles reversed is actually the opposite. It's like it's unstable. So someone could be coming in, giving you or promising stability or money or whatever. But in reality, maybe they can't actually give to you what they're promising here. And maybe that's what the disappointment is this week. Or it could be on your own stability. Like I said before, the Sea card here, you could be feeling unstable, and that might be something that might be causing you to be snappy this week. But that is coming to a change, by the way. And it could be because, again, you might be focusing on some sort of negativity. Or it could be someone outside of yourself. If someone's coming in rushed, it's because of some sort of disappointment in their own stability here. And the Death card here is anyway about change. Let's go in and clarify all of these. The Knight of Pentacles, the Sun card. I love this energy. Focusing on yourself, focusing on growth, focusing on your freedom and happiness is so important for you. High Priestess, Ace of Cups, newfound love and peace within. I absolutely love that. King of Cups, the Hermit, which is definitely about reflection on your feelings and emotions. Look at this, can't make this up. She's balancing her feelings here. She's balancing these cups and she's finding harmony with this. And she's even grounding herself here as well. So for a lot of you, I love the work that you've been doing on yourself here. And if you haven't yet, then definitely step into it this week, because this is really about you reflecting on bringing balance and harmony into your world. And like I said, not allowing your feelings and emotions to get the best of you. Eight of Cups, the King of Swords. All right, you could be walking away from something here, having to be a bit more, again, like I said, you're walking away from anything that's trying to trigger you emotionally, which seems like it's leading you to be this King of Swords, being a lot more logical, being a lot more direct with people. You know, it does feel like cutting things out that, again, are just not fulfilling for you emotionally. King of Swords could be somebody else, but if you're dealing with anybody who's like that, you could be just deciding that actually they're being too cold to you and that's not helping you in an emotional way. So you could be leaving that behind. For a lot of you, it kind of feels like you're kind of just cutting something out because it emotionally just is not serving you. Knight of Swords, please, Spirit. The Ten of Wands. So the good thing about this is you're coming to the end of a very difficult journey, and maybe quite quickly. I want to see, what is this like? Why does it feel like it's going towards this High Priestess? The Nine of Wands and a Two of Pentacles is kind of like protecting yourself with what you're working on, what you're juggling with. So this Knight of Swords feels like it's going to lead towards some sort of ending, whether you're getting... Let's think about this, Virgo. Because it does feel like it's something that you feel like you have to protect yourself from, which makes sense with what we picked up on earlier. You might be weighing up the option here of what you want to be doing. And also the Two of Pentacles to me is also about like multitasking, being very busy. So you could be very busy in your life and this communication could be coming in. And it does feel like you're blocking it off with that Nine of Wands, like you're a wounded warrior here, which means that you are in anticipation of something and you are already ready for war. You know, it's almost like we had this in your last reading. Something has hurt you and it's caused you to be guarded. Okay? But it does feel like this coming in is allowing you to kind of be able to let it go. I still want to know, like, what is this communication though? Like, what's being said? The Moon. Well, it's kind of about things that are hidden, so hidden feelings could be coming up here. Could be allowing you to let go of certain feelings, because the Ten of Wands is you releasing something. But if someone's coming in, they do not have all the facts. It feels like they're basing it off of their own illusions, their own inner feelings, or because the Moon is like someone's own beliefs and they're not very in alignment. It's the moon. It's like someone's shadow side. All right. Make sure you're not reacting from your shadow side either this week. It is in the middle. You've been working a lot on your feelings, emotions, on balancing your beliefs. So just be aware of that. Like 2 of Wands and the Page of Swords. 4 of Wands, there is success in your future, guys. 11-11, your hard work and dedication towards building something, building a vision is really absolutely going to get you there. It's transport you there. 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups. So it is about focusing on past disappointments, nostalgia, you know, like past feelings coming up, or past people is causing disappointment. The King of Pentacles reversed. An ending. Absolute ending. 10 of Swords. I would say to reject anything that again is coming at you, promising something that you just don't have a good feeling about. And the Death card is transformation, is change. Maybe you're afraid of rejecting something because of some guilt carried through with it. Could be like people pleasing. Why is the Death card here? The Magician. So I love that because the transformation is clearing space for you to actually be in a more magician-like energy. So whatever's being cleared needs to be cleared so that you have like a clean slate. That's what it feels like. They're showing me this imagery that I did, and I guess like you can kind of say that it's washed off from you now. All right, let's I want to see what this man holding a coin is. The 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, this feels like more of a like financial loss. This feels like it's not like for finances. It doesn't look very good. And trickery. Trickery with the devil. My goodness. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not go back into devil energy. Let's not go in for promises here. Someone could be asking you actually for money. That could be what it is. And that might be where the guilt is coming up here. Don't do it, guys. It's the devil energy. It's just going to keep you tied up into it. All right, my angels. That's what I have for you. A very crazy week, I'll be honest. There's a lot going on for you guys. But most importantly, I love the work that you're doing on yourself and you focusing a lot more on your happiness. You being a lot more logical when it comes down to decision making on things that just don't fulfill you. You know, again, in the past, maybe you felt guilty about rejecting things or walking away from people if it wasn't serving you, but now you are. I want to know what that come to the edge card is though. What is this risk that you're guiding Virgo to do? It's a new beginning. It's an ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one. So maybe it's just an interesting 3 of Swords. So for some of you, it could be about releasing heartache and finally having that fresh start. And again, it could be about kind of removing that devil from your life here. It does feel like working on something new, building a plan of a really stable foundation. It could be tricky because again, 3 of Swords might be you have to leave something behind. But it does feel like something is going to be stable and it's not an empty promise like it's being promised here. So just pay attention to people coming your way. All right, because it does not feel very, very good. All right, but anyway, you focusing on yourself, love that. Joy and growth, I want you to focus on that and not the rest of the stuff. But anyway, love you guys, wish you all the best, and I'll see you guys next time. All right.